wasn't going to be able to go away to college and get a full ride scholarship and do my passion of running. I don't know what to do with my life again. Go ahead and like and subscribe because we're going to be posting every Friday at 11 a.m. so that you can stay up to date with the latest YouTube videos and value that we can be providing. As well, you can go ahead and check the link in the descriptions below for all our social medias, our website, and you can also opt into our free video. So let's get started. So basically, to start off with how my story was and about how I came to realize that starting a business was something that I really was passionate about and that I wanted to do. I thought about, people would ask me when I was a kid, I'm sure you've been like this too, where you've been like, oh, I'm not really sure what I want to do with my life. And even as a young child, people are still asking you as you're growing up, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, you can be anything. And so that kind of brings me back to be able to have my own career and be my own person, be myself, as well as being a full-time mom, having a family, and traveling the world. Deep down inside of me, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't realize it until I got into late high school and I was still unsure of what I wanted to do. And I'm sure you've been in this position too, where growing up and maybe still now today, you're not sure what you really want to do with your life. Joining the track and cross country team when I first joined in high school in freshman year, I was actually really good. I was joining varsity and I was being one of the top 4 to 3 runners. And we were going to go to states basically. And I had injured myself really badly. And I, at the time, had no idea that I injured myself. So I finally went to the doctor and they told me that I was either going to have surgery or never be able to run again if I had injured myself again. I didn't want to take that risk for my health. So I decided to stop competing because I didn't think it was worth it anymore to put my health and risk that over winning and being so competitive. Once I gave up on that, I just felt really depressed. Honestly, I had a lot of stress and anxiety. So I started to go see a therapist because at that time, I was really excited to get becoming an athlete because I was going to be able to go away to college and get a full ride scholarship as an athlete with an academic. My brother would be getting an academic scholarship and I would be able to get an athletic scholarship. But of course, that fell through once the unexpected injuries were occurring. So that's really what put me in a really unstable mental place, really, to be quite honest with you and authentic. I wasn't going to be able to go away to college and get a full ride scholarship and do my passion of running. I really didn't know what I was left with. I don't know what to do with my life again. So I kind of lost myself as a person. And after graduating high school, I realized I'm not really sure what to do with my life now. That seemed like one of the things that I was so passionate about. And beforehand, I was living in regret. When I got injured and I've lost my college scholarship to go away on a full ride so I can help my parents pay for college, I was so devastated and disappointed in myself. And I think that why would you be so regretful of that? That's not really your fault. Like, you didn't do it on purpose. But I was really in a place where I was feeling, oh my God, I feel like I should have known better. I should have rested more. I should have recovered more. I had all this regret. So once I got up to college, I started working at this gym called Gainesville Health and Fitness. And I was just honestly working as like one of the staff there. Then once I started working as one of the staff members at the gym, I started to mentor this guy that he was a physical therapist. And so many people were telling me, become a physical therapist. But I personally did not like school, as I was saying. That's not something for me. If it were my choice, I wouldn't go to college. But fortunately enough, my parents put a lot of hard work into helping me to be able to afford college. They completely paid for it. And I'm blessed for that. But if that hadn't been the case, I probably wouldn't have gone to school. So since I hated school so much, I'm like, no, I don't want to be a physical therapist. I quite honestly got so annoyed with so many people telling me that. So then when I went to this physical therapist, he also was a personal trainer. So I was like, oh my God, I think I really want to do personal training. So when I started as a personal trainer, gaining experience as a group instructor, I didn't like the fact how I had to schedule my time with clients and sometimes they would have to reschedule or cancel on me. I didn't like the fact that I was getting paid per hour as well. It was definitely something of the industry that I was very highly interested in, moreover physical therapy, because it was something I was able to go hands-on and work with the clients. But essentially, there were some cons that I wasn't really wanting to do in terms of personal training for the long term. So that's when I discovered that there was online coaching. That's why I decided to make a program online so I can work with multiple clients and be providing them the value and the results as opposed to charging them for my time, because I noticed that there was also a huge lack when it came to personal training, where the client would only see me for half an hour or an hour. Even if it was 3 or 4 times a week, that would only be 2 hours or maybe even longer based on like their time with me. And some people can't even really afford that as well. And I felt that I was also getting underpaid, and the results they were getting under the results as well because they weren't able to have that one-on-one experience with me throughout the whole entire time. So I decided that I didn't really like the fact that I could only meet with the clients, for an hour a week. SoPhitLife is so important to me because I can help so many people progress in their life by being able to not only focus on their nutrition, exercise, and stress reduction through their form of meditation, but also being able to inspire people to start their own business or create a life that they've always wanted to create and kind of strategize in that sense. SoPhitLife is my passion in life, is because I realized that so many people struggle with stress and anxiety in their career, in their personal life, and all aspects of their life. So that's why it's really important to me to start the SoPhitLife business, so I can help people acknowledge and learn how to manage with their stress and anxiety in helpful ways. So that way they can learn to exercise properly and focus on their nutrition for the long term. And realize that it's okay to make mistakes and fail, because in the end you're just going to be able to learn from them. Don't beat yourself up and focus so much on the mistakes that you've made and let yourself quit or give up, because it's really important just to acknowledge that we're humans, we're going to make errors, and just to get right back on track, because you're going to be able to grow from that and learn from that. So essentially, focusing on stress and anxiety and learning how to manage that is really going to help you learn how to take care of your overall health for the long term, because focusing just on our physical health is important, but oftentimes focusing on our mental health is very overlooked and underrated, when really it's one of the most important factors and it's essential for our overall health. The reason why it's so important to have a mindfulness program is because of the fact that if your mind isn't well rested and being used in the proper way, then you're not going to be able to follow an exercise and nutrition program for the long term. There's so many problems with fad diets and getting quick results, and those results only last for a temporary amount of time. So that's why it's extremely important to include a program of mindfulness and meditation. And so many people say, be mindful or mindfulness, when really they don't explain into depth a lot of the times what that really means. So here on this channel, we're going to be doing a lot more videos on that. But a lot of things that you can do is not just formal meditation, but also exercising your mind in the sense of doing journaling, reading, playing music, or doing a passionate hobby that makes you exercise your mind, and also doing relaxing meditation activities, which will allow your brain to rest, because just like our body needs rest and exercise, so does our mind. So if we're not using our mind properly, then it's going to be very difficult to continuously follow an exercise and nutrition program. Are you someone that's working a 9 to 5 and you're just hating your job every day, or maybe you at least want to do something else? Are you someone that sees yourself with stress and anxiety taking over your life, whether it be that you're struggling with being overweight, or you're binge eating, or maybe you want to put on some muscle, or you just feel so overwhelmed and stressed out from work that you don't really feel like you have the motivation or the dedication and commitment to complete tasks that you want to accomplish in life outside of your school or your job or whatever that may be with fitness and health or any type of hobby? The reason why you want to be a part of SoPhitLife is because we'll be able to work with you one-on-one. You have access to us 24/7. You'll really be able to get results, and you'll be able to learn how to exercise, have your nutrition in check, and also have your stress reduction personalized to you. So we're making sure that we're translating the results to you through an online personalized program, instead of going to a personal trainer like how I was doing before, where I wasn't really able to provide you with the results 24/7, because once you go into the session and you leave, you no longer have contact with me unless you message me here and there. But usually with personal training, you're paying for the in-person experience, and with only having a limited time of experience, I'm only with you for 1% or less of a week. So that's why it's really important to have an online program, because that's really what's going to help you get the results more, is because I know what you're doing inside and outside of the gym and in your life. And another reason is because we're going to be able to help you one-on-one, and or be able to send you a lot more content and things like that, as opposed to just an exercise program that I'm training you in person. For more help on how we can help you with your stress and anxiety, be sure to go into the link down in the description below, because we're going to have a free video that you can go ahead and watch. It's simply 5 minutes of how we can help, one way that we can help you reduce your stress and anxiety. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Sophia from SoPhitLife. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because we're going to be posting videos every Friday and Sunday at 11 a.m. so you can be notified when we release our next video. Thanks again so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.